Patricia Bernhardt. I'm a mom of 3 teenagers in town, a business owner of Rachel's Quality Consignment for the past 24 years, graduate of Wamoga class of 96, and I'm a firm believer in the truth always comes out. I speak on behalf of everybody in saying that you are very appreciated being here today. 4 years ago, my son Luke was posted on the local news as a fantastic cross-country runner, and my friend Bert Gibney called me to say, keep your son away from him. At that time, Bert spent time with me reading 87 pages of the state police investigation, where many middle school boys were named for being molested. At that time, I was so upset, I called the first select woman, I called the superintendent of our school, I called Park and Rec, I highlighted some of the things that the boys said that were horrific, and I was told because he was never arrested, we could not keep him off of public grounds. I've heard some comments from people here in town, even on Facebook, saying, what is the point of all this if he has already passed? And yes, while Dave Driscoll is gone, he was able to conduct his life with freedom, still attending the kids' events, welcome in the local restaurants, idolized in the Litchfield Hills Road Race as recently as this past June for the 48th year. The purpose of this gathering is to say that these were not accusations, but true facts of children's lives that are so incredibly affected. I know firsthand that there is guilt and shame for the victim who is sexually abused, and it takes many years of work and in therapy to find a way to even feel worth living again. It is time to release these victims of the guilt and shame that they did not cause. Let the truth out. It is time to put the blame on Dave Driscoll, the abuser who destroyed so many of these young boys' lives. By being here today, we are supporting them so they can finally take back their power in the place where their pain happened and share their truth and the many others we don't know of yet. So this man will no longer be recognized for anything other than the damage he has caused. It is never too late for accountability. It is never too late to heal. And that's why we're here, because their lives are forever affected. And we as a community owe it to help the victims find this closure. If this was your child, what would you do? Next Saturday, November 8th, our town is holding the 19th annual Dave Driscoll 5K race at White Memorial. Can you imagine the sickening feeling these victims must have hearing or even reading that this still is happening in honor in this man's name? We need to do better. Please join us in our ongoing advocacy to make sure that Dave Driscoll's name is no longer used or associated in future races. At this time, I would like to ask anyone who can stand to please join me in a silence to reflect this event. I'd like to read a poem for the survivors.
You realize I'm doing it
because
because I want to heal the world.
A voice once buried deep down breaks the surface with every word. A new beginning is made. Their silent screams have found a battle cry, and memories rise, no longer forced to die. The truth, a river long held back by fear, is flooding for all the world to hear. No longer bound by what you were told to hide, the honest words now surge in healing tide. You were built a world behind shattered wall, but now you can choose to stand up strong and tall. The kindness of the ones you let in is where your truest, greatest life will begin. You are not what they did to you, but what you choose to be, a survivor, strong and finally free. Healing comes not in a single, sudden wave, but in the gentle, brave new steps you receive. The rest you seek is earned with every pace, as grief and anger find their rightful place, bringing the long-awaited sweet release. The past is a story told, but not your all. You are the one who answers your own call. So stand in your power, this beautiful might, embracing all the truth and all the light. The stolen parts of you are no longer gone. They are returned to you within the dawn. I want to thank everyone who has attended, your sincere love and compassion for these survivors and the many others who are not here. I'd also like to point out The lead detective, who was here 32 years ago, is here with us today, John Kliniski.
Yay!
To my eyes too, because it's a final piece for everybody to see this through. John told me he lost many years of sleep over this, and I'm just really thankful for everybody here.